It's not often we're surprised by the animals roaming in our backyards. Sure, the neighbor's cat might show up on occasion with a dead bird, but for the most part, the comings and goings of the local critters are all pretty ordinary. But sometimes, even animals meant to live in the nooks and crannies of suburbia can surprise us. Just ask the Harrison family of South Carolina, who rehabilitates wounded animals and then releases them back into nature. When one squirrel came into their care not so long ago, it was just another day on the job. Years later, long after the squirrel had left the Harrisons' care, they received quite a surprise. For the most part, squirrels tackle their day-to-day lives without much human interaction. You can expect them to scurry up and down trees, bury some nuts, and make some chattering noises. Then there are squirrels like this one that might just rewrite the book on squirreling. Wounded by an owl at just 4 weeks old, this squirrel ended up in the care of South Carolina's Harrison family. Brantley Harrison rehabilitates wounded wild animals, so when this female squirrel came into her care back in 2009, it was just another day on the job. The family even named her Bella. Brantley raised Bella alongside 3 other squirrels, Larry, Mo, and Curly, and fed them fruits and veggies all throughout the long winter. In the spring of 2010, when the squirrels were healthy enough, Brantley released them back into the wild. But Bella's story with the Harrisons family wasn't over. More often than not, when Brantley sent her rehabilitated animals back into the forest, able to live on their own for the first time in their lives, she'd see them periodically over the next week or so, then they'd be gone forever. But Bella did something different. At first, Bella returned looking for some treats. To the Harrisons, that was par for the course in animal rehabilitation. Of course, it would take time for Bella to get used to her life on her own. Except, time after time, Bella kept coming back. Now, 8 years after she was rescued, Bella still returns to the Harrison household regularly. Bella sits right at the front door, waiting for someone to notice she has come by for a visit. Brantley told WYFF4 News, she's even resorted to jumping over to the dining room window to peer in for someone to see her. Why had this squirrel become so attached? Bella's behavior was a bit strange. After all, while she was in Brantley's care, she hadn't been particularly lovey or gushy. The family hadn't done anything special either. They treated her just like every other squirrel. Still, other squirrels didn't keep returning like Bella. Bella doesn't like to be petted. She doesn't ask for belly rubs or tail brushing. All she wants is a little bit of attention. In fact, the Harrisons make sure to have some walnuts on hand in case she becomes hungry. The squirrel has another pastime too. She comes almost daily for a little loving, treats, and to torment our dog, Sid, through the glass door, Brantley said. You can see just how badly Sid wants out. Besides munching on nuts and a general propensity for being adorable, Bella has another trait that's made her an online sensation. Bella likes wearing hats. So much, in fact, that she doesn't mind wearing one while cameras are rolling. I can't believe she lets me do it, Brantley said. I could not love this squirrel any more than I already do. Brantley started chronicling the adventures of Bella the squirrel on an Instagram account called Cindabella. Many of the photographs consist of Bella sitting in laps, wearing hats, and chomping on nuts. Truly the perfect life. Recently, Bella's relationship with the Harrisons even paid off for her in a big way when she injured her foot and she needed help. Again, luckily she had somewhere to turn for some assistance. Unfortunately, even injured Bella was not easy to recapture. On one Instagram post, Brantley wrote, "My first few attempts at catching her have failed." She has lived in the wild for over 8 years, so she's a smart squirrel, and it's not easy to trick her. Finally, the family managed to catch Bella and bring her back into their home for some rehab. They gave her antibiotics and a comfortable cage. Right before they released Bella back into the wild, though, she surprised the family again. Inside the Harrison family home, Bella gave birth to 3 little baby squirrels. After having spent so much time raising and nursing Bella when she was young, the Harrisons got to see her raising and nursing her own children. It was truly amazing to watch the baby I raised raise her own babies, Brantley said. Bella was such a special squirrel to the Harrison family that she actually changed people's perceptions of squirrels in general. She's a very special squirrel and has always had a large local following, Brantley said. She's changed the way many of my friends think of squirrels, especially the ones she has met. The kids just love to come over and feed her. Sometimes it's easy to think of squirrels as bushy-tailed rats, but if nothing else, Bella's story shows that squirrels are capable of love and dedication on par with some of the most beloved house pets. They're animals that should be showed love and compassion. That's a sentiment Brantley echoed. If Bella can teach at least one person to have compassion for all living things, no matter how big or small, she said, then we have done what we set out to. So the next time you see a squirrel in your neighborhood, remember that these cute little creatures might surprise you. In fact, with enough love and care, they might reward you with a kiss on the cheek. They might even give you a kiss on the lips. The Harrison family had no idea they were starting a decade-long friendship when they took Bella in back in 2009. But sometimes surprises come in bushy-tailed packages. This level of friendship is a bit surprising coming from a squirrel, but it's great to see. Who knows? There might be potential best friends living in suburbs all across the world.